Welcome back for the Karmic third party read. I'm so glad I moved the light out of my eyes. I literally was getting blinded by the light recording these. And we are going to get tucked into what I see coming up for the karmic third party. Now, this can be an interesting time, because we are moving into eclipses again. Now, why is this eclipse so important? It is because in the context of things, this officially is the first eclipse in Pisces this year where the nodes were actually there. Our last eclipse in Pisces was last year, and it was while the nodes were in Aries and Libra. So this officially is going to be pretty intense, I believe, being that it is going to be a total eclipse. So prepare for that. The other unique dynamic was last month we had a moon in Virgo at 0 degrees, and we're going to have an eclipse this month in Virgo at a different degree point, at a higher degree point, and it is going to bring up similar subjects. So we are going to get into that throughout the month, but we're going to talk about how this directly impacts you. For those of you that don't know, I am your host, Yildiz from Yildiz Readings. I'm a psychic medium. I cover astrology and soul coaching for those of you on an ascended path. We are going to look at your cards and see what I see coming through for the divine feminine karmic and the karmic cycle within the context of this month. So if you haven't seen those videos go through, now we're going to take a look at the karmic third party. I almost said divine feminine. No divine feminine. We do have the divine feminine read. We do have the divine masculine read. And now we're covering the karmic. Now, interestingly, to my memory, I do believe most of the crowning energies of these reads this week are in reverse. Go back and tell me if I'm right, tell me if I'm wrong. And I think this could be pretty significant. This could be a tower moment. This could be a moment where we spiritually feel we don't have the resources. And I do directly believe, especially in the context of this energy this week, I do feel this person's really lost their faith. We have the celestial teacher in the mind area and the crowning energy. So it can be that this person really is feeling quite disillusioned, delusional, and or feeling like they don't believe that things can change, that they really are not believing in the path. They're really not getting to a point in their life where they feel they have the guidance, they have the support, or they have the physical wisdom. Now, it can be that their guides are attempting to show them something, and sometimes this can come through in quite a karmic way, especially if we're not listening. So there can be this pushback, there can be this push-pull, and I'm kind of sensing that the guides are trying to come in. It could be teaching this individual a karmic lesson or giving them an example if they proceed forward down the road that they had been traveling. X, Y, and Z is the potential of what could happen. So it does feel like a warning from their guides. I do feel as though they may not be actually spotting the signs, as maybe self-aware as some people can be. I just don't feel they're really noticing this. It is in their mind, but there's a confusion associated to what the message is and what they're supposed to be seeing or learning. Now, we are seeing in their most recent past position, we do have their energy to a degree trying to pull on the wisdom they had of the past, trying to see whether they can use that physical wisdom on some circumstances that directly are playing out at this point in time. I also feel as though when they do look at the counterpart energy, they are finding that that individual is becoming quite assertive, I could say self-centered, but I'm not feeling that in a narcissistic way. I'm feeling it's almost like they're noticing that this person is quite preoccupied, quite in their mind and trying to really achieve something in their life. So they are feeling this inner child energy and quite insecure about why the full attention is not on them. And so this can be something to the likes of a very, it's almost like it's silent between both parties and the communication is really breaking down and it's causing issues for the whole connection. Yeah, this is emotions that have really been suppressed. We look at this individual, we have the mermaid, we have the fish, the cards in reverse. And usually I'd get that there was a sacrifice of some description, which, yes, from an egoic point of view, I do get that psychically. But I'm also feeling as though old emotions that, they really haven't dealt with, I do feel this is going to come up. And inadvertently, it's going to affect the way they're directly responding to people, places, and things. They're trying as hard as heck to hold this emotion down. This could be a tactical approach that they've actually learned in a sense, not so much from a spiritual point of view, but it could be more from a karmic point of view, where they're taking a direct action in order to manipulate circumstance. Yeah, they're really in that vibration, like knowing how to do it. It could be that somebody is showing them how to do this. This could be spell weaving. They also may not be using, again, the term that I'm hearing, play with fire, get burnt. And I get this feeling that this person's ignoring all the warning signs, maybe acting like they don't know. But again, they are very fixated on what they want. They're fixated on their emotions. They're fixated on what they want to have come into their world. It's almost like the zombie effect where they have tunnel vision and that is all they're focused on. Now, is that possible? I generally, if I'm actually tuning into a future event and unless it's super strong, I'll generally leave it because I feel it's like a message in a bottle that is kind of brewing on the stove. There is something that they're trying to show me here, but it's not coming in fluid, which does mean that there is a bit more time before that situation can manifest. But I'm feeling as though, again, it will be quite unexpected. It can be very intuitive in nature. I don't feel this individual is going to sense this. I'm almost getting this vibration of a Trojan horse. So within the context of the Trojan horse, it feels like it's taking this person by surprise. The person who's involved with them actually might have a nickname for them. And this is one analogy that has been shown to me. It's almost like a drama queen. And there's pearls of wisdom. There's definitely pearls of wisdom. I do feel something is actually going in the other individual's favor, and it might take them off guard. And because of that, again, I feel they're losing hope. I feel they're feeling disillusioned. I'm definitely getting, if this person isn't in a relationship with either the divine feminine or the masculine, I feel that they've kind of been putting on a brave face. And this could be so that they can directly get what they want. But I feel the veil's thinning, and I really do feel that the person that has been involved with them is aware of this. And I also do see that the karmic third party is also aware that this person is really clocking onto the situation. What is going to be called upon both of these individuals is that they are transparent and truthful. And I feel if they directly can pass this karmic test, both parties can go on their merry way in a very light fashion. If they don't, I am seeing karmic situations playing out to really force this person's hand, and I just don't directly feel that it's going to give them the ultimate transformation, because part of that transformation for some karmic individuals can be the art of letting go and the art of appreciation, to do with really honoring what is for you, honoring, if something's for you, you can never lose it. They're also wanting something that is very deep, similar to a twin flame path, and having revelations that it does take a lot of inner work to be a twin. So again, they could be feeling, is this meaning I can never have what I want? Is this meaning this was never destined for me? And I have absolutely been losing my faith and my path of who I want to be, where I want to be, and really having been on the wrong track. Now, we are going to see how this is going to play out next week. You can alternatively book a private session with me. Otherwise, what I can say is we do have new blog posts and updates coming. Make sure to read them all, because what does happen is sometimes the image of the banner of the newsletter looks similar, but the internal content changes. So if you haven't clicked the bell, do such. Separately, bookings are directly online. We also do have the Sage Inner Circle Network open to the public, and very soon we are going to be having changes directly in the content, changes linking to our public super chat, and to the way in which we run the business. Now, we do have a sign-up letter via the website. Again, I will reference it as directly below, and it will be built out during this year into next year for the optimum results. Now, that will include e-learning relating to your twin flame path, anything esoteric or occult wisdom, as well as different help guides to assist you in a package sense when you are feeling quite triggered, because yes, I do provide emergency bookings. If that's something that you feel is going to work for you, you can download our app for our website or sign up for Sage Inner Circle Network and follow us on YouTube. Otherwise, I will see you next week. Take care, and don't forget to tell us, for those of you that are in the loop of what is going on with the karmic third party, tell us down in the comment box.